Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you, I guess, my daily wrap-up of BlizzCon 2014. Now, at BlizzCon, they pretty much unleashed a wide array of information, pretty much bringing a smile to my face, grinning from ear to ear. Now, they originally announced Gnomes versus Goblins as the next expansion for Hearthstone, adding in an additional 110 cards. This would be something I believe you purchased through packs and not unlocked like Curse of Naxxramas. I got a chance to play some of the games, and my impression was I hated it. You heard me right. I absolutely hate Gnomes versus Goblins. There is way too much random number generation, and it never felt like you had a very good control of what's going on. Also, some of the cards just didn't really feel that powerful to me. Some of the cards, it's what was it? A mage card, pay 2 and deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. That just doesn't scream powerful to me when I could go to Frostbolt and freeze a target or do something like that and actually be able to choose the target. There just seemed to be a lot of things that were beyond my control in the game, and I didn't quite understand why. One of the cards in particular, I believe it was a 5-drop 3/2, and it gave your minions Taunt, Divine Shield, or Wind Fury at random. All of them. So it was one of those situations where you really didn't know what was going to happen, and you kind of just play it and pray sort of mentality that isn't what a strategy game should be. It's not like if someone played chess and said, I'm gonna move this piece here and see what happens, you'd be like, dude, this is a strategy game. You do that knowing what's gonna happen, and you try and set yourself up. Yes, I know luck is involved in these trading card games, but at the same time, you want to minimize the luck a little bit. It almost feels like they're playing this in a way where you're gonna have these crazy epic games where it's always a coin flip, and the game is sometimes deciding who's gonna be the winner as opposed to what your actions are gonna be. Hopefully, the game doesn't. Hopefully, they're able to listen to some of the feedback, because I personally didn't like a lot of what I saw, but if this is the direction that they want to take the game, then this is the direction that they want to take the game. Moving right along, come on, what's the next picture? There we go. Overwatch. This was perhaps the biggest surprise at BlizzCon 2014. The announcement of a brand new intellectual property that I didn't see coming and was playable on the floor in Hall C. If for those of you guys who didn't get to watch Overwatch the trailer, definitely check it out. Very, very high grade cinematic. Felt really good, really comfortable. Was a lot of fun just watching it, and you kind of laughed at some of the moments. Just a little bit of Easter eggs here and there. Hearthstone makes an appearance. The Terran make a cameo as well if you guys catch it. But the game is essentially Team Fortress with objectives. You're split into 2 teams of 6, I believe. There's an attacker and a defender. The attacker is trying to move towards a target, and the defender is trying to protect that target. There's different mission types. There's like capture the flag, or escort something of that nature. But it was a lot of fun to play. With all of that said, they still have to iron out a little bit of the controls. It did feel very, very crazy and hectic at times, and it felt like all of your characters are super, super powerful, but because everyone's super powerful, it makes it fun. Also, the first person's perspective changes things a lot. The characters are all very uniquely different in how you play them, not only in how you play them, say unlike League of Legends, but what their abilities do and how you use them. This person right over here, I forgot her name for a second. Okay, I forgot her name, but yeah, her ability is teleporting, and you pretty much have like 3 charges of this like very, very crazy blink that you can move anywhere. Reaper, on the other hand, his teleport is not nearly as fast as responsive, but his damage seems to be a little bit higher. And he also has this teleport where he can teleport anywhere across the map in about 1 second, and there's like an 8 second charge to it. So what's nice about that is you can, if someone has you pinned down in a corner, I was able to play it where I got pinned down and I knew that the people were going to be coming from behind to try and get me. I teleported to an opposite side where I still had cover, and I could see my opponent turn the corner, start shooting into that corner, and go, "Where'd he go?" As I pummeled him from the back, and eventually killed him. So that is a lot of the fun of Overwatch, just trying to unlock all of these characters and trying to get the team play. It's a very, very fast pace, and you just can't wait to get back into the action. Finally, and perhaps the biggest or the happiest announcement on my side was StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Legacy of the Void and the single player campaign. There was 2 missions available at BlizzCon 2014. I got to play both, one in the not core hall, the other on Shakuras. And I gotta say, the storytelling is back. I've heard Chris Metzen say that Blizzard is all about telling a story, and it didn't really feel like Blizzard was telling a story in years past. It didn't really feel cohesive. It didn't really feel that moving in any way, shape, or form. And it kind of felt like Blizzard lost their way. With the StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, if they continue with what I saw in the campaign missions, the 2 campaign missions that were released, it is going to be a great, great story. It's supposed to wrap up the whole entire StarCraft 2 trilogy. It's supposed to tie up a lot of the loose ends and bring all the people together. If you guys didn't know, as the last patch or the last expansion, the last part of this trilogy, it's going to focus a lot on the Protoss, since the first one was Terran and the second one was Zerg. But it's trying to just escalate the scale in terms of everything. Now, the way you play Legacy of the Void, I am hoping that they tie in a little bit more mechanics and you feel much closer to the story. There was some ideas on how to make the story much more involved, but I'm really enjoying all of this so far. StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void beta should be coming out. I was able to talk to some people in 2015. There was a number of different things. Okay, yes, there's multiplayer. Yes, there is a single player campaign. There's also Archon mode. Archon mode lets you have 2 people play as the same base, which means if you're not that good, but you want to feel like you're a really, really good player, you can partner up with another player, and the 2 of you can play against one other person. I think it's a way where you can almost kind of pretend to be like a professional esport gamer, where you're controlling or one team or one entity is controlling this massive army and doing all the things that you would only think Naniwa, Life, San, all of those guys would be able to do. Who knows? Maybe you and a friend have almost the same APN as some of those professional players out there. Finally, they teased at a new version of the game, and that is going to be called Allied Commander. I was able to sit down with some of the developers, and Allied Commanders is essentially you and someone else pick a specific commander, and you can be Raynor and someone else is Zagara, or you can have it Zeratul or Raynor or Matt Horner, things like that, things of that nature. And you choose a commander and you level up your commander, and they teased it as almost a 2-player campaign that's separate from the main campaign. And I really enjoyed that aspect, because it would be very difficult to ever see why Zagara and Raynor would be playing together or working together in the story mode. But if it's just a campaign, like kind of non-canon, non-campaign, then it's a lot more fun and you can actually experiment more. So far, I liked what I saw from BlizzCon 2014. Special shout out to SC Legacy for inviting me. They were able to get me a badge in and just spending the day with some really, really great people. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.